state government to identify COVID-19 high-risk areas and impose strict containment measures to prevent spread of coronavirus pandemic. Manipur adds one more COVID-19 death and 284 fresh cases in the last 24 hours. Delhi reaches 14,378. Death toll stands at 104. Black Day total shutdown caused by Korkom, a conglomerate of 6 proscribed groups, affects normal life in Manipur. And India's COVID-19 caseload crosses 73 lakhs with over 67,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 87%. Kurumjiri, good evening. You are watching Thursday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. And I'm Victoria RAJKUMARI with you. To stay protected from coronavirus infection, wash your hands frequently, wear your face masks properly and maintain a safe distance. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking you through the day's latest updates from across the state and the world. First up, state government will identify COVID-19 high-risk areas and impose a strict containment zone measures to contain the spread of coronavirus in Manipur. Speaking to media today at Health Directorate, Advisor to Chief Minister Health, Dr. Sapam Ranjan said, public cooperation is a must over and above the government's efforts to contain the pandemic. He appealed to follow COVID-19 related SOPs like wearing of face masks properly and to maintain social distancing at all times. He also showed that government is making all out efforts to increase the number of beds in COVID care centers. Dr. Sapam Ranjan disclosed that so far 1,088 people have been kept in home isolation by following the revised home isolation guidelines. Out of those in home isolation, 681 have been cured and 407 are still active cases. Vitamin C and calcium tablets for those in home isolation were distributed to the relevant district CMOs on the occasion.
Kadai no exceptional high jagaji phajana kano tawraga even if needed yamna strict containment zone namagumba thamaga masi identify tawnana bagi akoi adugi tawring rang khara haina highlight Jennings testing center da kirang hai kwang lai akoi adugi duri ed tawre final keno do tawraga akoi consultative committee gi level da zo akoi nahan zo akoi puthok sagrabani jaga khara da yamna strict containment lauthokna bagi namakta ko adumaina thanari hoje aikoi praja gi support yaudana praja gi yaudana akoi corona ji thekna bunga akoi understand toba akoi bhap tamina bagi maram de sigi mayam loin khangne be gam yam infectious oiba hospitalization darka oiba jing ji gi namakta akoi number of beds hankana bagi akoi jaga even kharaba identify toba hore.
Dr. Sapam Ranjan also said COVID-19 positive patients with a very mild and pre-symptomatic cases can isolate themselves in their respective homes and will be released after 10 days from date of sample taken and not 18 days anymore. He added that as per the health department's guidelines, there should be requisite facility at home for self-isolation and for quarantining family contacts, which will be assessed by a team of district health workers. He added that a caretaker should be available 24/7 to look after the patients. He also appealed to download Arogya Setu app and it should be activated at all times. Dr. Sapam Ranjan appealed to approach the health authorities if condition of patients in home isolation deteriorate. He further appealed to the public to always wear triple-layered face masks, not to touch eyes and nose frequently, and to wash hands properly.
Home isolation the leriba COVID positive miyoisingi immune booster oina na baidamakta akoi gi hachang du kanna leina na baidamakta akoi antioxidants yauba hidaksing vitamin C gumba zinc tablets duga calcium tablets sing je akoi CMO gi through da home isolation da leiriba music is the free da numit tarani gi ngasi de gi hauna haiba tare koi gi CMO gi through the yantok hawragani home isolation.
Now updates on coronavirus cases in Manipur. Manipur reported 284 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and one death in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 14,378, of which 3,193 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, coronavirus infected 58-year-old patient from Imphal West district passed away at Raj Medicity. With this, death toll has reached 104. On the positive note, 166 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 11,081. State's recovery rate stands above 77%. Out of the newly infected persons, 265 are from the general population and 19 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Newly infected persons from the general population are 91 from Imphal East, 22 from Imphal West, 52 from Churachandpur district, 30 from Kangpokpi, 15 each from Senapati and Thobal district, 10 from Kokching, 9 from Tamenglong, 8 from Bishnupur district, 4 from None, 3 each from Kamjong and Chandal districts, 2 from Teknopal and 1 from Jiribam district. 2 persons out of the general population, 1 each Imphal East and Bishnupur districts are returnees from other states, while the rest are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. RIMS Hospital allegedly denied treatment to a woman suffering from stomach ailment upon realizing she is COVID-19 positive, sent her to a quarantine center where she breathed her last in agonies yesterday afternoon. The deceased woman is 53-year-old Seli Chetri, wife of late Tek Bahadur Chetri, residing at Thangmaiban Maishnam Laikai in Imphal West district. Family members said she was admitted to RIMS around 4 p.m. on October 12th after she complained of severe stomach ache. COVID-19 test was conducted upon her at the hospital and she tested positive, upon which she was allegedly denied any treatment till late in the night and later shifted her to IT quarantine center at Mantribuki. Family members expressed anguish that medical staff at the center gave deaf ears to her agony as conveyed by the woman before she died. Family members also said authorities concerned paid no heed to their plea to give her treatment, upon which the next day the deceased woman's eldest son went to RIMS and brought an injection vial to relieve her pain. They claimed that medical staff on duty at her quarantine center assured them that she will be fine. However, she died yesterday afternoon. The deceased woman's bereaved family has claimed that she died due to negligence by both RIMS Hospital and IT Quarantine Center. Family members and members of Mairapaibi groups and Thangmaiban United Club have condemned the incident and refused to claim her body until a proper clarification is given why late Shelley was made to suffer for 2 days without giving her any treatment.
Ngasi macha mana mama umphang daba wari sapang daba nara sa han namani yak bida bida mama ma hatok pa jan macha mana kamai pau kene mi ate je kang ba ya no mo kaya ya no mo ni keles begini si tawrise doktor kana mana refer tawrino hojiki bahom da ichi hona hang chapa batamda adu quarantine center natte adu di mi atopa mapalan de lakpa gi test tobum khakta ni hai moine pick up tawba chapa drop tawba chapa da imal condition do moi khangine para hara pukleng ba thil khangine adu thamba yadi khangadi kai gi no moina layeng bam jaga yaba mafam thambi da bida do thambi do kai gi no.
Statewide total shutdown called by Coordination Committee CORCOM, a conglomerate of 6 proscribed groups, terming the day as National Black Day, has greatly affected normal life in Manipur today. Press release from CORCOM, a conglomerate of KCP, KYKL, Prepark Pro, RPF and UNLF, had earlier announced the total shutdown, condemning the alleged forced merger of Manipur into the Indian Dominion on this day in 1949. Pauna and Thangal markets and other business centers in and around Imphal city remained shut down. Inter and intra-district passenger services are also on hold. Roads were deserted looks in major routes of the city such as Tidim Road, Uripok Kangchup Road, Imphal Jiri Road and Imphal Mori Road. Only few private vehicles were seen plying on the roads for emergency. Shops and petrol pumps also remain closed except for medical stores. Manipur Police and Manipur Fire Services are keeping a strict vigil in and around the city to avoid any untoward incidents. Kongba Market and Palace Compound Market remain closed except for pharmacies, and roads were deserted looks in Imphal East District today due to the statewide total shutdown called by CORCOM. By-election related clashes have been reported at Lunmoil village under Singat subdivision in Churachandpur district. Impact News sources said the BJP candidate ex-MLA Singat GS Haupu's workers were allegedly attacked by independent candidate Chinlun Than's workers with illegal automatic rifles in the village at around 9 p.m. yesterday. Sources also said BJP workers were campaigning at Singat, and as they were returning, they were attacked at Lunmoil village. Some BJP workers reportedly sustained bullet injuries and their vehicles were damaged. Till the time of filing this report, no casualty has been reported. It may be mentioned there is no candidate so far other than Chinlun Thang who have come forward to contest against GS Haupu in the election. On the other hand, some unknown person fired a few rounds of ammunition at Thingkhangpai village for unknown reasons at around 8 p.m. No casualty has been reported in the incident. Village authority of Thingkhangpai has released a press note on the account and has condemned the shootout. Thoubal police continues to carry out cordon and search operations in view of the upcoming by-election. The police conducted a liquor raid at Langathel area in Thoubal district today. The team led by Khongjom Police Station OC Inspector K. Santos under the overall supervision of Thoubal Police SP Dr. S. Ibomcha apprehended 3 individuals including 2 women in possession of 25 liters of country liquor and various liquor manufacturing items. The miscreants are 28-year-old Sagolsem Inaubi, wife of S.H. Roshan, 62-year-old Puyam Joy, son of late P. Yaimbi, and 35-year-old Sagolsem Bishwalata, wife of S.H. Suresh, all from Langathel, Laikom Bazaar. The arrested persons along with the seized items have been handed over to Khongjom Excise Station for necessary actions. People all across the world are observing Global Hand Washing Day 2020 on the theme Hand Hygiene for All today. Impact TV staff also observed the day. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India took to Twitter in order to spread awareness of the day. The ministry in his tweet wrote, Hands can carry virus. Let's raise awareness about the importance of hand hygiene and encourage our family and friends to follow frequent hand washing as a precautionary measure to stay safe and healthy. The importance of washing hands has increased manifold, especially in wake of novel coronavirus pandemic. Frequent and thorough hand washing is one of the best ways to avoid getting infected from various illnesses such as diarrhea and other intestinal infections, eye and respiratory infections, etc. The ministry appealed to everyone to wash hands and make hand washing a regular habit to promote hygiene and good health. Nehru Yuva Kendra Chandal also observed the Global Hand Washing Day 2020 at Chakpi Karong block in Chandal today. Resource person of NYK Chandal emphasized on the health benefits of washing hands and also taught various skills and methods of hand washing with alcohol-based gel or soap to the children and youths at the event. Former Nauriya Pakhanglakpa MLA R.K. Anand has been carrying out a COVID awareness campaign in various parts of the constituency. Mass COVID testing drives have also been carrying out in containment zones under his initiative to make Nauriya Pakhanglakpa constituency a COVID-free constituency. Speaking on the sidelines, R.K. Anand said that the government has been taking various measures to contain the pandemic. He appealed to support every steps of the government to prevent COVID-19.
Koi prajana corona isidi yamna normal oi ba na badung sum longna rakna maram oraga yamna section laktabi yagi mangni siam chongtai hariba simagna maram oraga koi na mase section bo wat pati si ana ba se hengel pne wapam sibai yam sing kamjane sa man the mau drive travel history rate ma pade la punati amani lawru punati koi manung state or transmission to vai tare koi swai oi na anak pagi longna rak pai na hai sidi khoi sathi se aduna si ana ba se dak leti hai gre adu mastegi nan da vibe se khoi prime target ina to dia da bi thoi bani na ji aina suggestion to jing budi Minister Nauriya area da ina kan find over na ai Nauriya gi na mass testing se amtang pe jaga jaga gi na lekai lekai gi na mass testing to thoga da ida status subject to biraga kyam nai kyam positive oi have se da ida yam kanna including clubs maira pai bi khang de loi na every citizen concerned ai da koi su bam thongin raga amona ana se lehen bi ya de have wasak lomina chang rain khale.
It's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be back with the details after the break. Keep watching Impact News.
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back. You're watching Thursday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. India's COVID-19 caseload went past 73 lakhs with a single-day spike of 67,735 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. While the number of people who have recovered from the disease are above 6,38,000, pushing the country's recovery rate to above 87%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,11,266 and active COVID-19 cases are above 8,12,000, with Maharashtra still on the top with over 1,96,000 active cases of COVID-19. According to ICMR, during the last 24 hours, more than 11,36,000 tests have been conducted. Cinema halls in several parts of the country reopened today after 7 months in the shadow of the pandemic. Delhi, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka are some of the states where cinema halls reopened following Unlock 5 guidelines. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 3 crore 88 lakh people, above 1 crore 98,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 2 crore 91 lakh. USA is on the top with more than 26 lakh 52,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. Prabhavati College Students Union has warned of 6 hours blockade on Mayai Lambi from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on October 20th if authorities concerned fail to book those involved in UGC scam related to the college within 3 p.m. of October 18th. Press release from the union has also condemned the principal of Prabhavati College, Mayang Imphal, for giving baseless statements to media on October 14 in an alleged attempt to save himself. Meanwhile, Apunba Iraipaki Meheroi Sinpanlop Ames has declared to take a strict look over the ongoing conflict of Prabhavati College. Like the previous years, there is controversy over the actual day of Ningol Chakoba this year as well. Kanglek Park Calendar Board KCB has claimed that Ningol Chakoba falling on November 17 as announced by Sri Sri Govindaji Brahma Sabha is baseless. The board has appealed to celebrate Ningol Chakoba on November 16 instead. Speaking to media at KCB office at Lumfeld DC Road today, KCB General Secretary S. Sanjeet claimed that Hiyangaigi Nini Panba, on which Ningol Chakoba should be celebrated, falls on November 17 and not on November 16 as announced by Brahma Sabha, which followed data from West Bengal's PM Bakshi Banchika. He appealed to stop misleading the public.
Handak chahigi oina hiyangai nini panba asi November gi tang tratruki ayuk pung 3:3 kuntra mari dagi hauraga mathangi numit nongyai akhoi November gi tang 3 ahing nongyai gi minute ahum second yankhai mapanda loire haitare aikoina hairiba tang 3 mapung oiba numit asi hiyangai gi nini pale haitare aduna Hiyangai gi nini pan bada aikoi gi mamang thakta lai haktak tagi ningol chakoroga adumak lai haitare aduna November gi tang 3 asi hiyangai gi nini sungpan pande haitare satliba sahi asigi November gi tang 3 asi chapsaba ningon singi oiba adugumba hiyangai gi nini panba numit aduna hairiba numit asida ningon chakau biu haiduna Kanglaipak Calendar Board ki maikai dagi amukkasu hanna thamjari.
The Prisoner Database Management Portal of Manipur State Legal Services Authority, in short MALSA, was launched today. The portal is a fully web-based that can provide real-time data of the prisoners along with the requisite details of their cases. The portal intends to provide a much-needed support systems between the jails and the courts of Manipur. Chief Justice, High Court of Manipur and Patron-in-Chief of MALSA, Ramalingam Sudhakar, launched the portal in presence of Justice K.H. Novin of the High Court of Manipur and Executive Chairman of MALSA, State Chief Secretary Dr. RAJKUMARI and ADGP, Training and Prisons, Manipur, P. Dongal. Judges of the High Court along with distinguished members of the bar and the bench were also present in the online inauguration. Mobile Film Distribution Center MFDC has nabbed a man in connection with film piracy. Mihjamuddin alias Azad Khan from Khairgaon Makhalaikai under Porampot Police Station in Imphal East District was nabbed during an anti-film piracy drive carried by MFDC under the initiative of Film Forum Manipur. Miha Ujidin has been accused of pirating Manipuri digital films like Inama, Chanu IPS and Aise Nangi Nattabra. Speaking on the sidelines, MFFC Professor H. Jayantakumar claimed that Miha Judin pirated the films after downloading them from the MFDC app. He warned of legal action against perpetrators of film piracy.
MFDC gi makhada film piracy team ama form tawduna film forum Manipur gi mityeng makhada changjanjar pa khongthang gi matung ina ngasi su na honana film piracy khara thengnajare koi phagachare adu matungda amuk hanna masi isinau singna amutang yaragadi gyan tabiu amasu Manipur film bu nuksibiduna tungi khallaga piracy asi ngasi haibanu meslegi makhata ba case amata thengnadana ba amutang mayamna nuksibiduna lepminarasi
film sing asi ai sana piracy tawrure aingondagi soft copy lobi geba channel sing ngasi dagi pakhat pikro karigumba kathal ho targadi aingonda tareba dasasi ka chapmanana noida su taba phangani.
One-day training cum interaction program on prospects of oil palm cultivation in Manipur will be held at Directorate of Agriculture in Sanjanthong, Imphal on October 22nd. The program will be accessible both offline and online. Resource scientists of the program will be from ICAR, IIOPR, Peda Vegi, Andhra Pradesh, ICAR from NEHR Manipur Center, CAU Pasigat and Department of Agriculture Manipur. Interested farmers groups, FPOs, FPCs, SHGs and agripreneurs can register online latest by October 20th. Youth Affairs and Sports YAS Department has condoled the untimely demise of ex-YAS Director Dr. K. Shamsundar, IAS. A condolence meet was held at the indoor hall of Kumalam Park Sports Complex today. YAS Commissioner Bobby Wycombe, IAS, and YAS Director in charge T. Fullen, MCS, led attendees, including top officers and staff of the department, in paying 2-minute silence tribute to his departed soul to rest in peace. JSC against Kaungnu Lairenbi Destruction Committee and Kaungnu Lairenbi Thaugallup Leimakong Chingmang said a ritual ceremony of Kaungnu Lairenbi Ima will be held on October 21st at 8 a.m. 3-day celebrations of the 25th anniversary of Joljam village, Javang Golnob, come Silver Jubilee kicked at Joljam Playground today. General Secretary of Khongsai impeached Rachanpur, Tongmingthang Khongshai, graced even as chief guest and unveiled the Silver Jubilee stone. Chief of Joljam, Mangkho and Haupu Khongsai also graced event. Jabang Golnob, a festival of autumn, has been celebrated since ancient times by the villages. During the 3-day event, villages are not permitted to venture out of the village, nor other villages are not allowed to enter. Sports events like football, volleyball, race and others for boys and girls will be part of the festival. Now the sports news. World #1 Indian scuttler Kidambi Srikanth has entered the quarter-finals of the Denmark Open Super 750 men's singles. The tournament is being hosted by Denmark under the aegis of Badminton World Federation. Srikanth thrashed world #49 Canada's Jason Anthony by 21-15, 21-14 in just 33 minutes today in the men's singles second round match of the tournament at Odense Sports Park in Denmark to enter the quarterfinals. The other surviving Indian in the competition, world number 27, 19-year-old Lakshya Sen, will be up against local challenger Hans Christian in his second round later in the day. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. State government to identify COVID-19 high-risk areas and impose strict containment measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus pandemic. Manipur adds one more COVID-19 death and 284 fresh cases in the last 24 hours. Delhi reaches 14,378. Death toll stands at 104. Black Day total shutdown called by Korkom, a conglomerate of 6 proscribed groups, affects normal life in Manipur. And India's COVID-19 case toll crosses 73 lakhs with over 67,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 87%. That's all we have for today. Thanks for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, good night.